In 1944, at a German concentration camp in Poland, young Erik Lensherr is forcibly separated from his parents by Nazi guards. Overcome with desperation, his latent mutant ability manifests, and he bends a metal gate with sheer willpower. But before he can do more, a guard knocks him unconscious. Watching from a nearby window is scientist Sebastian Shaw, who immediately takes an interest in Erik. Shaw calls Erik in and demands that he move a coin using his power. When Erik struggles to comply, Shaw cruelly executes his mother right in front of him. Overwhelmed with rage, Erik's uncontrollable magnetic abilities explode, killing 2 guards and wrecking 2 rooms. Instead of being scared, Shaw is delighted by Erik's raw power. Meanwhile, in Westchester County, New York, young Charles Xavier lives in a luxurious mansion. One evening, he encounters a blue-skinned, shape-shifting girl named Raven, who has disguised herself as his mother while sneaking food from the fridge. Using his telepathic powers, Charles communicates with her and reassures her that she's not alone. Overjoyed to meet someone else different like him, he invites Raven to live with his family, forming an unbreakable bond. Fast forward to 1962. In Switzerland, Erik, now an adult, is on a mission of vengeance. Using his abilities, he forces a banker to trace a bar of Nazi gold back to Shaw's location in Argentina. Erik tracks Shaw to a local tavern, where he finds former German soldiers. He swiftly eliminates them and learns that Shaw is in Florida on a yacht. Meanwhile, across the ocean in England, Charles Xavier is a promising Oxford University graduate, publishing his thesis on genetic mutation. Raven, now his foster sister, works as a waitress. She harbors feelings for Charles and wants to pursue a relationship, but Charles sidesteps the issue, partly because Raven's natural blue appearance sets her apart from humans. At the same time in Las Vegas, CIA agent Moira McTaggart is following U.S. Army Colonel Hendry into the exclusive Hellfire Club. Inside, she secretly witnesses Shaw, along with his powerful mutant allies, the telepathic and diamond-skinned Emma Frost, the tornado-generating Riptide, and the teleporting Azazel. Shaw effortlessly coerces Hendry into advocating for the U.S. to place nuclear missiles in Turkey, a move previously avoided to prevent conflict with the Soviet Union. When Hendry resists, Riptide unleashes a powerful gust of wind, slamming the colonel against a wall. Shaw then has Azazel teleport Hendry straight into the U.S. President's war room, where he suddenly supports the missile placement. McTaggart tries to warn her superiors that mutants are manipulating world affairs, but no one believes her. Meanwhile, Shaw lures Hendry onto his yacht and reveals his true nature. When the colonel threatens him with a grenade, Shaw nonchalantly takes it, pulls the pin, absorbs the explosion, and then transfers the energy into Hendry, killing him instantly. Shaw's mutant power not only allows him to absorb energy but also keeps him young and strong. Desperate to prove the existence of mutants, McTaggart seeks Xavier's expertise. She brings him and Raven to the CIA, where he convinces the officials that Shaw is a genuine threat. Before heading to a covert facility, Xavier insists they track Shaw first. On Shaw's yacht, Erik finally makes his move, using metal anchors and chains to attack. But before he can get to Shaw, Emma Frost subdues Erik with her telepathic powers and pushes him overboard. Xavier, sensing Erik's mind, rescues him from drowning. Realizing they share a common enemy, Erik joins Xavier and Raven at the CIA facility, where they meet scientist Hank McCoy, another mutant with enhanced agility and dexterous feet. With the help of Hank's prototype Cerebro device, Xavier and Erik track down and recruit several young mutants, each with unique powers, training them to stop Shaw. During their recruitment mission, they even approach Logan, but he bluntly tells them to go to hell. Meanwhile, Shaw sends Emma Frost to negotiate missile placements with a Russian general while he prepares for an assault on the CIA facility. While Xavier and Erik are away, Shaw and his team attack. The guards stand no chance. Shaw offers the young mutants a choice: join him or perish. While most resist, Angel, who possesses insect-like wings, switches sides. Darwin, who can adapt to survive, tries to fight back, but Shaw overpowers him, forcing him to ingest lethal energy. When Xavier and Erik return, they retreat to the mansion to regroup. As training begins, Raven struggles with hiding her true form. Hank, eager to cure their appearances, creates a vaccine, but it backfires, turning him into a blue beast-like creature. Erik, however, encourages Raven to embrace who she is, sealing their future alliance. Shaw moves forward with his ultimate plan, to trigger nuclear war between the US and Russia, eliminating normal humans. Using Frost, he manipulates a Russian general into deploying missiles to Cuba, escalating Cold War tensions. In response, President Kennedy orders a naval blockade. As both fleets prepare for a possible battle, Shaw travels with the Russian fleet, charging himself with nuclear energy and shielding himself with a helmet that blocks Xavier's telepathic reach. Determined to stop Shaw, Xavier, McTaggart, and Erik fly toward the blockade. Using his powers, Xavier controls a Russian officer, forcing him to destroy the missile-laden ship before it can cross the line. Meanwhile, Erik raises Shaw's submarine from the water. But their jet and the submarine crash due to attacks from Shaw's allies. Erik finds Shaw inside, removes his helmet, and allows Xavier to paralyze Shaw's mind. Instead of showing mercy, Erik takes the coin Shaw once taunted him with and slowly forces it through his skull, killing him. At this moment, Erik fully embraces Shaw's ideology, that mutants and humans can never coexist peacefully. As the dust settles, both the US and Russian fleets turn their weapons on the mutants, seeing them as the real threat. Erik, now in full control of his abilities, stops the missiles mid-air and redirects them back at the fleets. Xavier, horrified, tries to stop him. In the ensuing struggle, McTaggart fires at Erik, but he deflects the bullets, one of which accidentally strikes Xavier's spine, paralyzing him permanently. With a deep ideological rift forming, Erik departs with Raven, Angel, Riptide, and Azazel, while Xavier and the remaining mutants return to the mansion, preparing to build a school for young mutants. To protect McTaggart, Xavier wipes her memory of these events. Meanwhile, Erik, now fully transformed into Magneto, breaks Emma Frost out of CIA custody and officially declares his new identity. The battle lines are drawn. Charles Xavier and Magneto are no longer allies but rivals, each shaping the future of mutant kind in their own way. So guys, what do you think about this recap? Tell us in the comments. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel and stay tuned. Keep watching and we'll see you in the next one.